Hey everybody, Dr. Nomad here, back with another private server video. You guys must be thinking, oh boy, yay, another Q&A video from Nomad. He's never done that before. Now, I got this question about 2 months ago, and the viewer is basically asking me, Dr. Nomad, what is the very first private server you ever played on, and how did you enjoy it? Technically speaking, the very first private server I ever played on was this weird Burning Crusade client custom content server. That was about 5 years ago. I didn't put really any time into the server. I don't know a good way to put it. The content on it was very mismatched. None of it made any sense. There was constant ganking. There was portals outside of each major city in the game. Players would just run out, gank you, and run right back into the portal. Again, I just don't remember the server. I do remember it was hosted in France, though, on some dude's computer. But that's all I really remember about the server. The server I like to remember as the very first private server I ever played on, trying to be legit in some shape or form, was probably Phoenix's Warsong. Phoenix's Warsong is a vanilla private server running on the vanilla client of the game. I found Phoenix's Warsong through Hamster Wheel's channel. For those of you that don't know, Hamster Wheel is another private server YouTuber here on YouTube. If you haven't checked him out already, please do. Subscribe to him. He's got amazing content. Way better than mine, by the way. So after finding the server through Hamster Wheel's channel, I ended up downloading the private server off of Pirate Bay. And I remember being not too sure how the server was going to be. Again, I had never really played on private servers before. I had no idea the climate for them. I didn't know what to expect. So eventually I did hop on and I did start playing. And at first I was just blown away. It was the vanilla version of the game that I'd fallen in love with like so many years ago. I got on. I was just very excited. And yeah, it was, I believe at the time, a 12 times rate experience server. Yeah, the experience rate was pretty high. And yeah, it had some, I mean, it was not a perfect server per se. It had a lot of sound glitches. It had terrible pathfinding in a lot of areas. One notable feature about the server, for some reason, every fucking time I went into caves, the mobs in the caves could not function right. They would just phase through the floor, they would phase through the wall, and I never understood why Phoenix was so against constructive criticism. That was one of my biggest issues with Phoenix, was every time you took to the forums to not even just complain, I mean just to like give them general thoughts on how you felt, and you gave them like, hey, there's bugs in this area. Hey, there's bugs in that area. They would get butthurt, ban you from the forums, and then even they went as far sometimes to ban your account from their fucking servers. And I thought, what kind of fucking example is that setting, guys? Now, leveling up on Phoenix was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself leveling up. Yeah, I saw a lot of multi-boxers. Yeah, there was issues with pathfinding in a lot of areas, but I still had a really good time. I guess you could say I didn't really see the problems and cracks in the server until I reached max level. When I hit max level, that's when I started to figure out what the server was all about. That's when I figured out that the people that run Phoenix pretty much just want your money. You could donate euros for tier sets. There was just some really shady shit going on behind the scenes with Phoenix. The player base was a whole other issue. For some reason, and I don't know why, to this very day, I have not found another private server with a toxic community like Phoenix's. I don't know what it is with Phoenix. I don't know what they're putting in the water in that server. I don't know what they're feeding these guys, but the majority of people that play on Phoenix are fucking assholes. In fact, as a result of this, my very first YouTube video was born. You can check it out right here. But yeah, Phoenix's Warsong is what I like to consider my very first dive into the private server community. If I could put it in any way, it was fun while it lasted, but looking back now, that server's got a lot of fucking issues plaguing it. A lot of fucking issues plaguing it. Terrible community, a server filled with bugs, and the people who run it are just plain fucking assholes. So yeah, that pretty much concludes this video today. Let me know in the comments section, what was your very first private server? How did you like it? What were the problems you ran into? Did you enjoy it, or did it just make you hate private servers? Let me know down in the comments section, and I'll be talking to you guys. Oh yeah, also, hype for Nostarius. Oh my god, look at that build. Jesus, I'm so fucking hard right now.